It is Thursday, 2nd of April, 2020. Another pre-dog running video. Could be a little long on this one. A lot of stuff to cover. And you lucky subs, you're going to get not one, but two links. Did I say yesterday, slave to fashion, when I was referring to the new title for your humble messenger, fluid, flexible, and humble? I meant creature of habit. And by the way, I am no slave to fashion either. But that's a well-kept secret. Okay, so I take my secret run up to Walmart Botno yesterday. Man, weather absolutely sucked. Visibility horrible. Walmart set up with 6 tills. They were waiting for the horde. But guess what? No horde. Shazam. I don't know what happened. Fortunately for me, I've got people I know well living in Botno that will happily go down there and snap pictures, choke points, the doors, and the registers. Because I'm telling you people, it's common knowledge, you do not want to go to Walmart in Botno on the 1st. End of story. Camera's equipment is so sophisticated. Your fluid, flexible, and humble messenger could not figure out how to turn on the time date stamp. Very important if you're using this for evidence in a court of law, don't you know? So I grabs me a copy of the Minot Daily, and what do I see? My old friend, the professor, Mark Balmer. Front page. Congrats, Mark. I know he's not a sub to my channel, but he should be. Okay, so here we go. I've got a timeline I want to lay out before you people. And let's start with March 26th. Go back to the first picture there, one with the president. Look to the left. You have Vice President Mike Pence, and then you have that short little doctor of all doctors, Anthony Fauci, I don't know even how you say his name. So let's see who this dude really is. It's Anthony F-A-U-C-I. You see him all the time on the news. Anthony Stephen Fauci, I'm probably aborting his name, is an American physician, immunologist who has served as a director of National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases since 1984. He is the nation's top coronavirus expert. And you know, it's nice, it's refreshing to see that there is no politics in science and medicine. Now, he served through, 5, 7 presidencies, Democratic and Republican? Boy, that is a breath of fresh air. No kidding. No pun intended. No politics here. Nope, not a C citizen. Move on. Okay, so what about Dr. Anthony Fauci? Well, one of the links you're going to get, people, is to the prestigious, and I said prestigious, New England Journal of Medicine, wherein on, let me get the date here, March 26, Anthony S. Fauci, MD, H. Clifford Lane, MD, and Robert R. Redfield, MD, submitted an editorial. Yeah, expert editorial. And I'm going to leave this whole page up for you guys. That'll be the link, so you don't think I'm cherry picking just what I want to say. But let me read you one quote here. If one assumes that the number of asymptomatic or minimally symptomatic cases is several times as high as the number of reported cases, the case fatality rate may be considered less than 1%. This suggests that the overall clinical consequences of COVID-19 may ultimately be more akin to those of a severe seasonal influenza, which has a case fatality rate of approximately 0.1%. Now that's what he writes in a peer-read, peer-reviewed article on the 26th of March. But for some reason, this little man gets before mainstream media and loses it. He comes up with the biggest line of bullshit you've ever heard. He is the advisor. When they say the White House recommends these steps, these points, these corrections, these things to do to prevent the deadly Mona Corona, he's the man. All right, that's March 26th. March 27th, Governor Burgum submits his 12-page request to President Trump. Follow the timeline here, people. Okay. We should run real quick over here to the North Dakota Mona Corona State Health page. And what do we got? Last updated, April Fool's Day, 402. 147 positive cases. 39 recovered. 26 hospitalized. 3 deaths. Scrolling down just a bit. No Botno County. But gosh dang it, there's Ward. You're up to 12. You picked up 3 in one day. Hey, Mayor Willow City, are you noticing this? You keep your ass home. What are you selling new cars for anyway? Why can't they just wait until this thing blows over? Which it probably never will. Now, people, we are going to March 31st. My computer skills aren't bad. They're not bad. Associated Press article, published March 31st, 2020 at 6:59 p.m. Eastern Time. White House. Who's that? Well, it could be President Trump, but you know it's probably our little man, Anthony Fauci. White House projects 100,000 to 240,000 U.S. coronavirus deaths. Trump says next 2 weeks will be very painful. Well, what's going on here, people? I mean, what in the F is going on here? Fauci says 0.1% maybe, and now we're going to lose 100 to 240,000 in the next 2 weeks? Come on. What are they covering up here? Okay, I've got also your second link coming up will be a Louisiana pastor. Yeah, found me another American. Somebody that says, hey, screw you. You got no claim over me. So I'm just going to, I'll play a little snippet here to get you, whet your appetite, and I will leave the link to the full video.
What's worse than a coronavirus pandemic? Not COVID-19, GOVID-19, the government pandemic, the ever-present, ever-looming government pandemic, who's always out there ready and willing to initiate unjust force and violence on peaceful people who haven't done anything wrong. And what does the government do? They promote a narrative, an agenda that you have to buy into, you have to exercise faith in. So actually government is a church, and they want you to be one of their parishioners. And if you don't willingly become one of their parishioners, well, we're going to force you to be in our church against your will, without your consent. But this pastor doesn't do that. This pastor just ignores the fable called government.
Wow, what an American. What a real American. Who cares what he teaches? I mean, an atheist could support this guy.
A few protesters turned out too, including a man shouting through a bullhorn against those gathering at Life Tabernacle Church in the city of Central, where Pastor Tony Spell has been holding services. Another demonstrator held up a sign reading, "God don't like stupid." Well, if God don't like stupid, then stop believing what the government and mainstream media are shoving down your throat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. CBS Baton Rouge affiliate WAFB-TV reported the service was jammed with hundreds of parishioners.
Ooh, man, there could be hundreds of Americans gathered in one spot. Your humble, fluid, and flexible messenger may have to move to Louisiana.
Who voluntarily went there knowing full well that they could expose themselves to whatever, but they wanted to go anyway. Why? Because that's what free people do in a free country. They do what they want.
Okay, people, links below to those two. And finally, and this is sad. This is really sad. Sad but true. True News. Used to recommend you guys check them out on a regular basis a few months ago. Now, they have now bought into and promote the government and mainstream media bullshit. Very sad. Yep. They're all sheltered in place. They won't even go to their multi-million-dollar studios to create their videos anymore. Unbelievable. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. This video's run long enough. Check out the links, people. Your fluid, flexible, and humble messenger will always keep you posted. And if I got something to say, I will make another video tomorrow. But you know what I got to do right now? I'll tell you what I got to do right now. I got stuff to do. I haven't even run the dogs yet. Man, I have got stuff to do because it's piling up. You guys try to have a good day.